Hi, estate planning attorney Brian Barboza, and today I'm going to discuss what is the purpose of a will. Before we get started, if estate planning is something you want to explore or you want to talk more about, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com. You can book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Okay, so what is the purpose of a will? Or how does a will function? Most of the time when I meet with people and we're talking about estate planning, the topic of a will comes up, and there does seem to be some confusion about the different things a will can and cannot do. So I'm just going to discuss the basic reasons you would have a will and what it does. Number one, a will is going to designate who is going to be the representative of your estate. We call this the executor, who is going to administer the will when you pass away. So that's number one. Who's going to be in charge when you pass away to look at the will, to review the will, administer the assets of the will, or even take the will down to the probate court and be the representative of the estate through a probate process. So that's number one. Number two, the will is going to tell the executor who is going to inherit your property. For example, maybe your kids are going to get the house. Maybe your grandkids are going to get all the money in their bank accounts. So the will, of course, is going to designate who is going to inherit your stuff when you pass away. So that's the second component to a will or primary purpose for a will. A third purpose of a will is to figure out, in the event you have minor children and you pass away while your kids are still minors, who is going to be the guardian of your children. So you're going to put in your will, if you do have children who are not yet adults, who is going to take care of your kids and be the guardian of your children if you were to pass away. All right. So that's another primary function of a will. Now there is a fourth function of a will that oftentimes kind of gets overlooked or not talked about when you're discussing estate planning generally. But any type of estate plan you have, whether it's a trust-based estate plan or a will-based estate plan, is going to include a will. So if you were to have a trust-based estate plan, meaning the backbone of your estate plan is a trust, you're still going to have a will. This will is going to be called a pour-over will. And what that will do, in addition to naming a representative, it will also, and guardians of your minor children, but it will also say that if after you pass away, if for some reason your trust fails or you forget to put property in your trust, the will is going to capture that property and it's going to say the property will be transferred to my trust. Okay, so it's kind of like a safety net. This is why we call it a pour-over will. It captures the property that did not make it into trust and it pours it into the trust after you pass away. So kind of a safety net. In addition, that pour-over will say something to the effect of, if the trust is non-enforceable or fails for whatever reason, all of my property is going to be distributed to my beneficiaries in the same manner as the trust document so states. Okay, so again, it's kind of a safety mechanism. So there's kind of a fourth component to why someone would have a will in their estate plan, and that really is it. Okay, pick a representative to administer your estate. Basically, you're going to say who's going to get your property after you pass away. If you have minor children, the will is going to say who's going to be the guardian of those children while they're still minors if you pass away. And third, if you do have a trust, a corresponding trust, then it's going to be a pour-over will, which is going to pour over your property into the trust in the event you forgot to fund the trust while you were alive. Okay, so that's it. Those are the components of a will, or the primary purposes for a will. If estate planning is something you want to talk about, want to explore your options, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com, book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Okay, as always, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you did get something out of it, and have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.